It is Monday, January 8th here at Scituate Harbor, and on Thursday, January 4th, a humongous storm devastated Scituate and, of course, the harbor. We're gonna go talk to some business owners and see what they have to say about this. Vision source in the harbor also got a lot of water damage, as you can see, to their floors. Come on, get the hallway. I'll tell you right now, it's not looking good. But at least we got school off. I am here with Dr. Crooker, an eye doctor here at Vision Source in the harbor, and it was also affected by the storm. It got a lot of flooding. Dr. Crooker, were you here during the storm?
I was not here during the storm, but I was here for the aftermath of the storm here. You know, we had some significant flooding, some slush, some water that came in the office, all the way up the front here to the very back of the office.
Now, was Vision Source open when this all started happening?
Thankfully, we were not. No, we were closed for the snow day.
When did you guys come back in to see if there was damage? Did you expect a lot of damage at all?
Well, Dr. Price came into the office on Thursday during the height of the storm, and he was able to see that we did have some significant water damage and some flooding. So usually it was that very day that we saw that there was some damage.
So when did you guys start tearing up all the floors and stuff?
Well, on Friday, the day after the storm, we came on in and the carpet was significantly flooded. So we were advised, due to the seawater, to remove the entire carpeting. So Friday was the day that we ripped up the entire carpet here.
And ETA on when the floor will be fixed?
Well, we're hoping, you know, probably by the end of this week, we'll get in some new carpeting and make this place look better than ever. Right. Yes.
Thank you. So I'm with Manny, the owner of Harbor House, and believe it or not, the store was not affected by the flooding, while right next door, CVS was destroyed. So how did you guys prevent the flooding?
On Wednesday, we had made the decision that we weren't going to open up on Thursday. So on Wednesday night, we had we put sandbags up and planks, and we just kind of barricaded our doors, and we were like, you know, whatever happens, happens. We had no intentions of opening up on Thursday, so we sealed it as tight as we could, and we went out, and whatever happens, happens. And we lucked out. We were fine. We didn't have any issues. You know, a couple minor odds and ends, but I mean, other than that, we were fine.
So I'm assuming this is from experience in the past. Have you ever had incidences where you've been flooded by major storms like Nemo?
We had issues back during like the No Name storm and Hurricane Bob and different things like that. So, you know, luckily I grew up in this shop from, you know, I bought it off my dad and my uncle. So, you know, I guess I grew up in it, so kind of watching the different things that they did and, you know, maybe even their mistakes on certain storms. So I don't know, I like to think that we did things a little bit better as the years went on. So, you know, I feel bad for all my neighbors. I feel bad for the people across the street. I feel bad for CVS. I feel bad for anyone that was affected. You know, it's terrible. I've been in those shoes before.
Well, we're very glad that you survived the storm, and a little lesson to the other businesses to prepare for the storm. Well, the snowstorm came and went, and we warned you. We told you about it. The storm is coming. We are expecting about 5 to 7 inches. Very cold temperatures, as you can see in this coldness area behind us. As you can see, there's still some remnants of the storm. Not the kids, the snow that's outside. Anyways, let's take it to Mr. McGuire to tell us about this storm.
Thanks, Jandy. It rained, then it was windy, then it snowed, then there was flooding, and there might be more next week. Back to you. Wow, Mr. McGuire, that was pretty terrible. Let's cut back to him. Great, thanks, Jandy. I can be a little bit more specific. So we had about a 60-mile-an-hour wind gust during last week's storm, which is very unusual for a storm like that. We ended up in some areas of town with 16 inches of snow, and others areas ended up with about 6 inches of snow. Lots of coastal flooding, lots of coastal issues. The seawall was breached at one point, so we had a lot of issues in town. And the storm initially began as rain and then turned over as a heavy, wet snow throughout the course of the entire day. We do have another storm potentially on the radar, looking at next Tuesday and Wednesday after the extended long weekend. So that's pretty exciting and something to look forward to. Thanks, guys.
Oh, hi, Mark. This episode was sponsored by Mr. McGuire's Weathering Scituate page on Facebook. And viewers like you, thank you.